Good Thursday evening, everybody. It's Thursday, November 11th, 2021. Jay Cross in studio. Got my main man, A-Bam. main man, A-Bam in the back. Andrew, how's it going back there?
It's going.
Have we established, you said you're going to bring your camera back eventually.
Yeah,
how much longer do we have to wait?
I don't know. It's honestly from the camera to the board, the new switcher. That's what we need to establish. And if I'm going to use the same camera.
Priorities.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, you're probably right. Nah, we can get that in there somehow, right?
I got to figure out my background as I'm at a different angle now, so I'll have to figure out how to do that too.
Maybe we could put like a green screen behind you. So
we've talked about that just to kind of slap it on behind
somewhere.
me. And
then you can be anywhere you want to.
Anywhere.
We can have it as a segment every day, like when we do the headlines. We come in and we say,
"Where's Andrew?"
And here's Andrew today. He's in beautiful.
So we'll play "Where's Andrew" and give you a hint, and by the end of the show, you got to figure it out.
Yeah. The last part of the show could be guessing.
Could do that once a week or something.
I like that. I think that would be a really good show piece. Actually, and I told you, I don't know if you had a chance to review them yet, Andrew, but I wrote some pretty funny promos for us coming up.
I have not. I don't know where to look.
Oh man, we're gonna have some fun.
Okay.
Yeah. One involves you being at the switcher and directing.
I figured.
I had to put it in there. But yeah, we got some promos that will be coming up, and only if the guys approve it in this department. I got to get through them today.
I'm in.
But yeah, we're gonna have some fun doing that. Because I don't know, you got to promote yourself, and we want to make sure that you know what's happening on the show. But we also want to know that it's the lighter side too. We like to have fun. If you've been watching this show since the beginning, you know that we like to have.
You
a
know
little
what
bit
we
of fun.
need to pull back?
Oh no!
We need to pull back the movie segment that we used to do.
Yeah, former employee said he would do that with us.
I think it'd be fun.
Just saying. It would be good to bring that back, though. Picking movies, but the movie game was good. We used to do some games. I mean, we haven't done any of that in a long time. Which has been you and I, and
it's
we're
harder
just always
with just
busy.
two. Yeah, it's harder with Yeah. It's all right. We'll figure it out.
We'll have to work Scott into the show then.
There you go. He can be the voice.
Ooh, Chad.
Chad, yeah.
Chad could just be he'd just do a voice thing.
Yep.
Scott, I don't know if he can just get away with the voice. I mean, he's got a good voice, but he always, if you hear any promos,
a lot of it is Scott.
It's always gentle and smooth. Join us for the next edition of Talking Fitchburg. It's going to be a good show.
Well, we always say he'd be our Jazz F5 announcer if we ever had like a radio station or something. He'd be the late night jazz with Scott.
Yeah, I always said I'd be the morning person and Andrew would take over at 9, take you through the day.
Yep.
Andrew Bamlin here, going to take you through the day. We got some good lunch lineup for you, and 3 minutes in the show and you haven't learned a thing about Fitchburg. Congratulations. Nope. All right, let's roll on here. It is Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans out there. We had a great Veterans Day ceremony this morning, and we're going to bring you some of that coverage right here today on the show. So we'll have that for you coming up here in just a little bit. Plus, last night, same space, just a different night, Fitchburg Police Department having their pinning ceremony. We'll take you out to that event and show you what happened there as officers getting honored for different things they've been doing in the department. We'll have that for you coming up. Let's get to a few headlines here on this Thursday. Talked about this morning on our update, but we want you to make sure that you don't get scammed. Yes, scam alert here. Have you received this text? I've received, yesterday alone, I got this 3 times, including the city of Fitchburg one. And if you receive a text message similar to this, do not respond or opt out. Simply delete this message from your phone. The Fitchburg Fire Department is not selling or giving away t-shirts. I told Andrew that. I'm telling you that again now. This is a scam. We're not saying that you delete it, you're not going to get another scam, but don't engage in any of this. Department of Ag, Trade, Consumer Protection, we're going to be talking with them, and I am definitely going to be asking him about this scam that's been going on because it's been ridiculous. And too bad for all the fire departments out there that have had to be, on the losing side of this, getting picked on for no reason. So scam. do not engage with this scam. All right, Brush and Yard Waste Collection Week is November 15th through the 19th. Just in time. After this storm, I'm sure all the leaves are going to be off the trees, and maybe they'll blow into somebody else's yard. But we need to get them cleaned up anyways. I'm just saying. So branches or limbs less than 5 feet long and less than 6 inches in diameters will be collected during the brush pickup, along with yard waste. Yard waste must be bagged or in a container. Actual collection dates may depend on whether brush will be picked up between Monday and Saturday, but not necessarily on your refuse collection day. To ensure pickup, please have your brush at the curb by 6:30 a.m. Monday of the collection week. Feel like you've been missed for your brush pickup, you can always contact Pelletary. They're the ones who will collect this stuff. They're at 608-257, excuse me, 4285. Digging in there. Anyway, Burby Derby 2021. It's coming up fast. Yeah. And it's a great event. If you haven't participated in this, it's pretty cool. Burby Derby is the annual Thanksgiving Day 10K run and 5K run walk. It's a family-friendly event that benefits the Technology Education Foundation. The Burby Derby is a fun-filled community event that has been running, Andrew, get that running, for 18 years strong. And it's on Thanksgiving Day, right in the morning, 8:30 a.m. to noon. This is how you burn your calories off, so you can fill it back up with great Thanksgiving food. Or if you're like me, you watch on the sidelines and like, wow, they're doing a great job. All right, I'm out of here for pumpkin pie. Or I'm eating pumpkin pie and watching the race. Maybe that's really what's going on. 5500 East Shore Parkway, will be blocked off. And again, benefiting the technology fund, which has really done a lot of work here locally for providing technology to our local schools here. So www.burbyderby.com. You can learn more about that. We're hoping to get the folks on here for Talking Fitchburg to talk about this event coming up. All right, 5 to 11-year-olds can now make those COVID-19 appointments. And this is coming in from Public Health and Medicine in Dane County, saying we've added some more 5 to 11-year-old appointments, including appointments this week. We're excited to get as many people vaccinated as soon as possible. Make an appointment for your child. Go to publichealthmdc.com/appointment, or you can read the news release, which is online as well, at their website, explaining how all of this works and answers your questions. We want you to ask lots of questions before you do get those kids vaccinated, but that window is now open, and you should get that taken care of when you can. Tips for successful virtual family time. Very timely, because we still are dealing with this pandemic, so you may be choosing to still not get together totally, big with the family, but still good to get together and talk. But here's some things to make it even more successful. Avoid bright lights behind you to prevent black lighting. I have this problem at my house. I have a big window behind my camera, so the staff really get upset with me because they never see me during our staff meetings, which I purposely do that. Anyway, reduce possible distractions around you. Try to get the camera so that is pointed directly at your face. We suggest that you prop up your computer. So if you're using a computer, put some books underneath of it so the camera is right at eye level. That will help so you're not looking up or down at the camera. Makes it just a lot easier. Try not to multitask during the visit, which may be frustrating for a child or somebody behind there. So if you're prepping your Thanksgiving dinner and they're watching you, unless that's what it's all about, give that attention if you can. Remember privacy. Gather materials or props ahead of the session. Props. I'm definitely gonna bring props to the next meeting, Andrew. For sure. Certainly we'll share the link to this, but pretty cool. You could also practice doing this at home if you've got a whole bunch of people with cell phones and stuff, your family and kids you want to get in, you could FaceTime them all in, or you could, Zoom them in, do whatever, have a virtual. I can't wait for that to happen at your house, Andrew, where you're talking to everybody on the phone. All right, let's take a quick break. Coming up next, we're going to take you out to this year's Veterans Day recognition ceremony happening this morning here at City of Fitchburg. That's next here on Talking Fitchburg.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
Ready!
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
Helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. In the digest today, we're going to take you out to the Veterans Day recognition ceremony happening this morning here at the city of Fitchburg, put on by the Fitchburg Senior Center each and every year. It's a great ceremony recognizing our currently active serving or who have served. And we appreciate their time and highlighting, again, just great work that our veterans do each and every day.
Good morning, everyone. As Jill mentioned, my name is Chad Brecklin, and I'm the Fitchburg City Administrator. Regrettably, Mayor Aaron Richardson was unable to make the event this morning. So I would like to welcome everybody to our Veterans Day ceremony. To begin, I'd like to share some history about Veterans Day. November 11th, 1918, marked the end of World War I, also known as the Great War. On that day at 11 a.m., an armistice, or agreement, to end the war and to honor the soldiers who fought bravely went into effect. On May 13th, 1938, the United States Congress made the 11th of November Armistice Day, a legal holiday dedicating it to the cause of world peace and to honor our veterans.
Today, we dedicate our program to veterans that have heard the call for help, not only for their own country, but from other nations around the world. Wherever they served under the flag of the United States. Even U.S. service members who never came home, buried in cemeteries around the world, lay in lands that fly the flag for which they served. Most people are aware of some of the more famous cemeteries, like the Arlington National Cemetery. The Arlington National Cemetery, which evolved from a place of necessity to a national shrine for those who have honorably served our nation during times of war. The cemetery is the final resting place for more than 400,000 active duty service members, veterans and their families, including veterans from every military conflict in American history. Fort Snelling is located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was established in 1805 and has over 246,000 laid to rest. The smallest of the American military cemeteries in Europe is possibly the most well-known. Flanders Field, located in Belgium, is the resting place for 368 American servicemen. Inside the chapel, a wall of records names 43 American soldiers that lie in unknown graves. The American Battle Monuments Commission maintained 25 American military cemeteries located in 10 foreign countries, including France, Belgium, the United Kingdom, the Philippines, Panama, Italy, Luxembourg, Mexico, Netherlands, and Tunisia. In addition, there are many unknown and possibly forgotten cemeteries around the world. Tunisia, a World War II cemetery, contains the graves of more than 2,800 war dead and nearly 3,725 names on the walls of the missing. The Saipan Monument overlooks Tanapag Harbor and honors 24,000 American Marines and soldiers who died recapturing that volcanic island. Originally a World War I cemetery, the Surin American Cemetery and Memorial, just outside of Paris, now shelters the remains of U.S. soldiers from both wars. The 7.5-acre cemetery contains the remains of 1,500 559 Americans who died in World War I, and 23 unknown dead of World War II. Bronze tablets on the walls of the chapel record the names of 974 World War I missing soldiers. The Lorraine American Cemetery, also located in France, is the largest World War II cemetery. It's located in Europe with 10,489 Americans. There are 5 Medal of Honor recipients laid to rest there, including 11 women and 30 sets of brothers buried side by side. And the wall of the missing have 444 American soldier names.
I want to talk just briefly about Eagle School. In the past, the students have been with us, and we have been partnering with Eagle School since 2012. And this, like all of the Veteran Day programs, was a concept that Doris Coster brought to my attention way back when, to have the students learn and just be aware of why we celebrate Veterans Day. And what we did is we shared the poem in Flanders Field, and then we asked the students to draw a picture, what that represent to them. And a lot of the pictures were of poppies, and they were beautiful, and the kids were here. Doris came to me this year and said, I have another idea. And she said, I would love for the students to draw pictures of the flag and how the United States flag has changed over the years. And so that is what the students did. So I invite you to, after the program, to go back and look at the partition. We have all of the posters up there, and they're just beautiful. And they just represent different flags all the way back to the late 1800s. And so thank you for that wonderful idea, Doris.
Don't go walking out
All right, there you have it. We'll have the full ceremony online and up at our website a little bit later this week, like tomorrow. All right, we got to take a quick break. Coming up next, we are going to open up our guest segment. We'll take you out to last night's Fitchburg Police Department pinning ceremony right here on Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. We're in the guest segment, and today we're going to take you out to last night's Fitchburg Police Department pinning ceremony, a chance to honor all the great work that our officers have been doing and will continue to do serving our community. And we love highlighting these folks. They do a great job. Take a look.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. And really, I think that's the big thing for me is thank all of you for all that you do for our citizens here in Fitchburg. And also thank you to all the people that are here with you today, your support systems, your loved ones, because without you, they can't do all the things that they do for us. I really appreciate all the time that you spend here, all the support that you provide. It's really critical, and I think you see what a great department we have because of that. So, I mean, that's really the main thing for me is thank you, and thank you for all the work you do. We continue to grow as a city. We have our 4th police chief now that's recently hired. I'm very excited about that as well, and really love the direction that the city is going. So, you know, to me, it's just seeing that and seeing how much dedication all of you have is great. I really appreciate that. I did want to take a minute to just recognize Ron Johnson, who is a member of our Police and Fire Commission. He unfortunately passed away of natural causes a couple weeks ago. He was a great advocate for us, and not only was he a wonderful person here in Fitchburg, but the impact he made throughout the whole area is just phenomenal. If you saw the article online on the Madison.com, you can see what a huge impact he has. So, you know, I just wanted to express my condolences to his family as well, because that's an unfortunate loss for us. So, you know, again, thank you for having me, and thank you, and have a good night.
Thank you all very much for coming here. It's amazing to see it, and it's a great day today to recognize all the good that comes with this profession. And today's profession, it's a young person's job. It's a young person's sport. It's for the young people. This job really affects your mind, body, and soul. The reason why we leave after 25 years, we move on and let the young generation move on and take over. 25 years of policing goes like, you know, blink of an eye. And I think many of us in here in our age can say, I remember 25 years ago where I was at, you know, how I looked, how I felt. And it's a tough job. Today, however, it's not to talk about how tough it is. It's to talk about all the good things in law enforcement. We're here to celebrate the successful completion of some of our officers that graduated from the academy and are ready to work our streets here in the city of Fitchburg. We're also here to recognize those that have reached milestones within their career, and some of those are getting very close to the finish line. And lastly, we're here to recognize those that have made significant accomplishments in our community. Here's my advice. For those that are young, one of the things we try to do is to put the experience and the maturity in the brain of that 25-year-old veteran, 25-year veteran, into you in your early 20s. This job is not one that you're going to learn in 1, 2, 3 years. You will learn to the day that you decide to pack up and move on. So how do we do that? We do that by working as a team, through training, through mentoring, through paying it forward. We will be here for you to do that. Another thing is always remember why you came onto this job. We all have our reasons why we wanted to be police officers. And on our journey to become a police officer, we did that with the help of our family and friends. Please don't forget those that help you get here. Because this job is very hard on you. And when those bad times come that you need somebody to lean on, they're going to be there for you. Appreciate them. They're the most important thing that you're going to have, regardless of what happens with this profession. I just want to mention that 2020 was a tough year for law enforcement throughout our nation. 2021 was a huge struggle for the City of Fitchburg Police Department. I think some people that aren't getting an award today or did not get an award today were 3 people in the command staff. That's Deputy Chief Matt Leahy, Lieutenant Ned Hardwick, and Lieutenant Don Baumkamp, if you want to stand up and come up here. You know, in sports you say when somebody's out, the next one, you know, the next person's up, the next person's up. We had short staff, we were short staffed for the sworn officers out on the street. And not only that, we were short-staffed in the command staff. People work double duties, work double assignments. I can't thank you enough, and we're here celebrating a great day, so thank you all very much. No awards, but you are appreciated. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Thank you to all of the Fitchburg Police Department for their great work. We'll keep highlighting more stuff that they're doing coming up here in the near future. Take a quick break, wrap up the show next. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show. Again, thank you to all the veterans serving and who have served this great country. I certainly appreciate everything that you've done. Same with the Fitchburg Police Department, too, getting honored last night. Thank you for all your hard work and continued hard work protecting our city each and every day. All right, as we wrap up here, remember that you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube and, of course, on our streaming channels. Have a great evening, everybody. See you back here tomorrow.